Hey everyone, it's Grace. I have something super fun for us in the lab today. We're gonna be talking all about cold brew, and I have 3 different devices to make cold brew with. Something for everyone, something that's a little bit easier, something a little more complex. No matter if you're a cold brew noob or if you're someone that's giving it a try for the first time, we have something for you that you can use at home. First up, we have the water dripper drop from Hario, then we have the Mizudashi coffee pot, and then a French press. When we finish brewing with all of these, something fun we're gonna do is a blind taste test from employees here at Red Rooster who are gonna try them and decide which one they think is the best. All right, let's hop to it. The first device we're going to play with here is the Hario water dripper drop. Say that 5 times fast. What's really great about this device is that you can make a full batch of cold brew in under an hour. You can wake up in the morning, you can start the process, get ready for work or whatever it is that you're going to do, and it might be ready. You can also let it go overnight and it's ready in the morning as well. It's fast and super convenient for those of us that don't like to wait. So the first thing we're gonna do is we have our ground coffee. I have 70 grams of ground coffee on coarse. You want coarser grounds for cold brew because the coffee is essentially immersing itself with the water, and the surface area of the beans need to be larger so that it doesn't extract any like bitterness. I'm gonna go ahead and pour the coffee in here. 70 grams, it's all the way to the top. You also do need a round or circular filter of some kind to place on top of the bed of coffee. I have here the disc coffee filter from Brewing. This is a stainless steel reusable disc filter. So it's just gonna sit right on top of the bed of coffee, just like that. You can use paper if you want. The dripper dropper is what is going to control the flow rate of the water hitting the ground coffee bed. You don't want to like overdo it. You kind of just go by feel. It shouldn't be super high off of the rubber gasket, but you don't want to push it all the way through either. This way it's just going to maintain a nice even flow. We're going to use cold water, not hot water, because this is cold brew. It's in a slower brew process. And now we wait. You can set a timer and then around 1 hour, it'll be ready to try. As you can already see, it's starting to drip through very slowly, but consistently. And so that means our flow rate is looking good. It's not happening too fast. It's also not happening too slow. Really happy with the rate in which it's extracting right now. Up next, we have the Mizudashi Hario Cold Brew. This is a little bit newer to the market, new to us especially. We have this for sale as well on our website if you're interested in this one. So this one is great because it is going to brew in the 8 to 12 hour range. And so this is kind of like a true cold brew. It's not happening quickly. So the idea here is, of course, you want to grind the coffee so that it's a little bit coarser because this is a very slow process. I think espresso, you want super fine grinds because the extraction is happening super quick. This one's happening really slow, so we want a coarser grind. Now I have 80 grams of coffee. I'm going to pour it directly here into the coffee maker. It's made up of 3 different parts. We have the basket, the filter, the actual decanter that the coffee is being brewed into, and the lid. Again, 80 grams. You can use whatever coffee you like when you make cold brew. It's really personal preference. I am using Red Rooster's cold brew blend that is now available in a 12-ounce bag to purchase. It's a 3-bean blend of Brazil, Peru, and Honduras. Very chocolatey, very fruity, makes it a delicious cold brew. The great thing about cold brew is that it's preventing the coffee grounds from oxidizing, which is making a more clean cup without so many acids being extracted from the brew. So if that's something you want to prevent in your daily coffee drinking, cold brew method is definitely for you. Okay, up next, we're going to pour water over our coffee grounds. You can use a scale to make sure that you are pouring the exact amount of water that you want to use. I recommend with this doing anywhere from like a 1 to 8 to a 1 to 12. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a stir to make sure everything's saturated. It's important to note that while the water is passing through pretty quickly, that's okay because this is a cold brew steeping process for 8 to 12 hours. Double toil and trouble. It's a snail. Because cold brew is slow. Get it? And now that the brewing process is complete, we're going to stick this in the fridge for 8 to 12 hours. Another great way to make cold brew if you don't have any of these other devices and you have a trusty old French press laying around, you can make delicious cold brew using the French press. I'm using the Grosh French press. We have these available online. I'm gonna be using 75 grams of coffee, ground coarse. We're gonna tear our scale out. We're gonna add our coffee. We're gonna use 600 milliliters of water. We're just gonna do this slowly. This is room temperature water. We don't need hot water. Again, it's always a good idea to stir things up, make sure everything's nice and saturated. I like to do this at the very beginning of the brew. And then just go ahead and fill that up to 600 milliliters, grams. Whatever you like to use, your unit of measurement. All right, give it one final stir. Put the lid on, but do not plunge yet. You can leave this one on the counter. You can also put it in the fridge, totally up to you. And this is going to steep overnight, anywhere from 8 to 12 hours. Okay, so our coffee has finished brewing. I went ahead and pre-brewed the French press and the Mizudashi, so I already have some ready to go, ready to taste. I'm gonna pour each of the coffees into the cups that are behind them, and we're gonna have these folks come in and try them out. Okay, so the rules of the game are we have some folks here from around the building. They're gonna come in and do a blind taste test of each of these 3 cold brew devices. How you're gonna score this, Siobhan, is out of 1, 2, and 3. You're gonna score which one you like the best with the highest number. Okay. Are you ready?
I am so ready. That one the most, and then this one, and then this one.
By the way, if you don't know Siobhan, Siobhan is our wholesale accounts manager. Okay, up next we have India. India is our cafe manager. This one's gonna be so we'll go here. Very different. Hello there, Tiff. Tiff is our customer service experience extraordinaire. She likes this one. Okay, same as Siobhan. Okay. Last but not least, Jojo. Jolie is our marketing director, wearer of many hats, and bringer of joy.
I'm gonna award 1 point over here, 3 points. And I'm gonna give number 3 2 points.
Okay, number 3 is the winner with 9 votes. Would you all like to see which one that was?
Yeah.
It's the Mizudashi. So I think what people liked most about this one, I would say, is probably the body. It seemed like everyone didn't love this one because it was
Thinner.
maybe
Like,
thinner bodied.
could have
Okay.
been.
Yeah. And so let's go ahead and take a look at what that one was. This one here was the water dripper drop, which makes sense because this is not an 8 to 10 hour steep. This is a 45 to 60 minute steep. You can get cold brew fast. So it is gonna be cleaner, so good job. And then number 2, which received somewhere in the middle, French press. It's also a steeping device. You do the exact same thing. And it seemed like everyone kept flip-flopping back and forth with that one, and that makes sense because they are brewed very similarly, right? And these, I think, you can drink alone, but they're great with cream and sugar as well. This one is kind of more like pour-over style, you know? So it is gonna be cleaner, it is gonna be a little more crisp. Okay, cool, that was fun. Thank you guys for coming in and doing that. Bye.